Infinite multiverse in which there's not just one but many universes like ours. Each universe is completely different from each other. In some no event happened and in some no specific person was ever born, due to which the world there itself changed. Do you still think that there is definitely such a universe somewhere in which you will have everything that you dream of having in this universe? Anyway, there is no end to human ambitions, so let's start our today's news story based on this interesting multiversal concept. It starts with a house deep inside the forest in which that Vanessa lived with her husband Alex and Alex's younger brother Marshall. Now for the last few days, Vanessa was hearing strange sounds coming from the middle of the forest, while last night she also heard the sound of a bomb blast, so now she is talking about it to both of them. She tells the same to the brothers, where the Marshal tells her that there has been a fight here for the last several years. There is a rumor that years ago a secret experiment lab was built here in which scientists used to do different types of dangerous experiments, and during these experiments, something happened to them which was quite horrifying and they never told anyone about it. Didn't let him know, and from that day onwards over the years, many people have gone missing in the forest here and no one has ever been able to find them. Now after hearing Marshall's words, Alex calms Vanessa down and says that these are all just rumors and there is no proof of them being true. There is no proof, there is no need to be afraid of sleeping. Now Nessa did not feel like staying at home, so when she decides to go out into the forest for some time for hunting, Alex asks her to keep the gun loaded before leaving because who knows when any animal might attack her, but on this small matter now there is tension between the two. An argument starts, and during the conversation it is revealed that everything is fine between the two for the last several months. Actually, Vanessa was returning home after driving for a long time with her husband Alex and her baby when they met with an accident in which both of them survived, but their baby was killed, and since then Vanessa found herself worried about that incident. She feels responsible for this, and even today she is sad and has to cross the river alone and go into the forest, and after walking a long distance, she sat down under a tree to rest for some time, when again she started hearing strange sounds, where she got up and was looking to see who was there, when someone opened fire on her. While he starts shooting, since Vanessa also had a gun, she starts crossfiring from the scope. She looks to see who is firing at her, but she is surprised to see that in front of her was another version of herself, who has now been hit by one of her bullets, and she runs away from there, where she finds Alex at home. And Marshall were both worried because it had been more than 2 hours since Vanessa left and she was still not there. She returned, but now when they were going to look for her, they saw a very upset Vanessa coming from ahead, but she did not tell anything to both of them that today she had seen another version of herself in the forest because she also believed in herself. Not sure whether what he saw today was true or not, Alex feels that Vanessa is saddened by the death of the baby. He starts taking care of her, but Vanessa cryingly tells him that she cannot forget her baby like this, and she also knows that deep inside Alex holds Vanessa responsible for the death of her baby. Vanessa was also taking medicines for some time to recover from the death of her baby. Today she did not take those medicines, so she begins to think that that is why she had the illusion of seeing her version, but she still does not take the medicines, so by now it was evening, where Vanessa also remembered the incident of that day. She was still troubled by the memory when Alex took her outside with her and Marshall for some time in front of the wood fire. Marshall tells them how he used to drink a lot a few years ago, but then he decided to quit drinking altogether. And he will change himself, and now he has completely given up drug addiction. For the last several years he is sober and has not even touched any drink till now. After sitting for some time, all three of them start leaving from there when one of Marshall's hands gets burnt in the fire and he runs inside screaming in pain. But now when Vanessa had just gone inside when she saw that Marshall was drinking again, now she even asked, "You had said that you have stopped drinking, and how did the wound on your hand heal so quickly?" Marshall is surprised and asks, "When did you say that you have stopped drinking?" and he leaves from there saying this. Now Vanessa had just moved forward to see him when again another Marshall came from behind her. He comes and whose hands were tied again with bandages, and from here Vanessa, now upset, goes to her room again, where she was busy thinking the whole night about what is happening with her. Earlier, she went to her room in the forest. Like seeing another woman and now seeing different versions of Marshall at night, all these now she quickly wakes up in the morning, takes her weapon and goes into the middle of the forest again to find out, and this time after going deeper, she finds the gates of the facility which someone had broken and entered. Now Vanessa, when he wanted answers to his questions, he looked at the warnings written on the board outside, ignoring it. She finally goes inside, where she finds a naturally formed portal which was created by the growth of 2 trees. Now Vanessa crosses it and starts moving further, but surprisingly now she walks quite a distance. After this he again sees the same portal of trees beyond which everything was the same, which she had already crossed some time ago. Now Vanessa was surprised, so this time she makes marks on some trees with her scarf to see if she is moving in a circle, and she goes to that portal. She crosses the river again, but this time it was as if her scarf and those signs were no longer there, that she may have come to a different place, but everything was the same as before. So now she starts running back towards her home in fear, and many times crosses the portals and comes out from the same gate that she had entered before. But Venison, in her hurry, did not notice that this time the gate was completely different from the previous one. Now we're going to find out soon why this is so, and Nisab quickly goes home and tells Alex everything about how yesterday she saw another woman like her in the forest, and today she saw strange portals. But Alex, he gets angry after hearing all this and says that he knows he made a big mistake, but why is Vanessa doing all this to torment him? And he has even apologized to her thousands of times that when he was driving, their baby died in an accident because of him. Now Vanessa is shocked to hear this, because the accident happened when their baby was killed. Vanessa herself was driving the car. Before Vanessa could tell him anything, Alex started giving her medicines, but this time his medicines were different, whereas when Marshall came in to calm both of them down, Vanessa notices that this time her left hand is burnt. But she clearly remembered that Marshall's right hand was burnt, so she was afraid. She quickly starts running back towards the forest, where she was noticing that this path was a little different from her usual path, where she was trying to understand what was happening to her when suddenly someone appeared in front of her. There's a sound of someone else coming, so she points the gun and asks him to come out. But this Alex was there, and he says that this Vanessa doesn't know anything yet, and now he starts to reveal the whole truth to her, where he says that he is not the Alex of her universe, but in fact the portal that Vanessa had crossed many times. That is a jump point that connects multiple universes. Yes, everyone always thought that our universe is the only universe, but it is not so. There are countless thousands and millions of other universes like us, in which in each one the event happens in a different way, and that event could have been anything. Like in Vanessa's universe, her baby was killed while driving. In one universe, Alex was driving, but their baby was killed there too. Apart from this, Marshall's right hand was burnt in one universe and his left hand in the other. Yes, Vanessa also notices that this Alex does not have a wedding ring on his hand, and he is smoking. Now Alex is doing something that Alex never does. He tells that he is a scientist in his universe and is set out in the multiverse to solve the theory of this multiverse and to find his ex-wife Vanessa, who had divorced him. But this multiverse is like a maze, because that portal can never open. Doesn't send you to your original universe, and perhaps the number of universes is so large that we always end up in some random universe, where Alex says that the Vanessa of his universe divorced him after the death of their baby, and since then he has been searching for her in the multiverse. Now this is where Vanessa hopefully asks him if anyone there is also a universe where the car accident did not happen and their baby is alive, but Alex gives them the bad news that in every universe he has been to so far, their baby has somehow or the other been killed. Whoever drives there, even if he is not married, his child was born there at some point. Not only this, now Alex had a plan, and he says that he will cross the wake wire from here to the Bonge portal, so that wherever he goes, he can hold on to this rope and come back here, but for this he needed a very big rope. And that's why both of you are the first ones to come across the universe. They go to their house, where they found a lot of ropes and bombs lying there, when the marshal of this universe comes there and says that both of you cannot be true, because both of you are already dead in that car accident that I was driving. That is, in this universe, marshalling that car was driving, and in that accident Alex, Vanessa and her baby, all three were killed, after which the marshal here has gone mentally crazy, so without saying anything to him he leaves from there for the portal, and the marshal behind is now sad. He shoots himself. Now both of them tie a rope to themselves, and they keep a code word so that if they meet any other version of them then they can recognize them among themselves, and this code was room number 11, bed number 8. Now first Alex was going alone to the other universe, so before leaving he kissed Vanessa. Does it because if they were, then they must have partners from other universes, where Alex returns in the morning after waiting all night and after confirming with the code word that he is the same Alex. Now he tells that he had gone to a universe where Alex, Vanessa and Marshall were very happy, but then Vanessa there. She saw him, and after seeing Alex, she fainted right there. That universe was not the original universe of either of them. At the same time, he has also brought a bomb with him so that this time he can blow up the portal of only that universe which does not belong to either of them, otherwise they will never be able to return to their original universe, where Vanessa tells her that too. One night before coming here, a bang was heard, and it means that some other version of them has already done this, or they are going forward or backward in the universe as well as time, i.e. time travel, because time cannot be the same in every universe. That is, the voice that V heard at the beginning of the story, that was the blast they do in the future, where Alex now leaves again, and this time when he doesn't come back, Vanessa goes to look for him herself, and in a house in one universe she finds Alex sleeping, so she starts asking him the code word. But this Alex did not know anything like the code word. Vanessa becomes suspicious and starts asking Alex about the events of her universe which were matching with her own universe. That is, she finally came to her original universe, where in this universe Marshall's right hand was bandaged. Now surprisingly, Alex would hit him on the head and render him unconscious. After some time, when Vanessa regains consciousness, she sees Alex and Marshall discussing among themselves whether they should kill this Vanessa too, where Alex very angrily says that today already another Vanessa came to him who was shot and she was killed. Vanessa's body was lying in front of them, and from here Vanessa understands that this was the same version of her that she had seen in the forest and had also shot at him, where when Vanessa was roaming in the rest of the universe, the same injured version of her had come here, went and was killed, so that his original Alex and Marshall thought he was their original. It was Vanessa, and this Vanessa is an impersonator, so Alex wanted to kill her. Then the same Marshall now tries to stop him from doing so, and in the midst of this argument, the gun goes off and Alex was shot and killed on the spot. Then the same Marshall, now crying, he unties Vanessa and then shoots himself. That is, now in Vanessa's original universe, Vanessa had no one left, her baby, her husband and Marshall. All three were killed, so she starts going into the forest again so that she can find a universe in which she has everything. On the way, she meets Alex. There is also a version that someone had killed him there. The wedding ring was also missing from her finger, whereas she moves ahead, she finds many such universes in which her entire family is very happy because they never knew about the multiverse portal here, while Vanessa fell asleep tired of roaming around. Then he gets another Alex, and this time the code word. Upon inquiring, she comes to know that this is the same Alex who, like her, was searching for his original universe, but now she finds that Alex is wearing a wedding ring, and she understands that he must have been the one to find that Alex. Mar took out his ring so that he could take his place and go to his universe and stay there forever. Alex does not even lie to Vanessa and tells the truth that they have nothing left in their respective universes, so they should go to some other good universe and kill their versions there and take their place, after which Alex will no longer be able to live in that universe. He places dead Alex's body in the same portal and plants a bomb there. That body and that portal get destroyed forever, and then no one can go to their universe through the portal of the multiverse, where Vanessa also starts going to the other side to find a similar good universe for herself. Only then she meets another Vanessa on the way, who already knew about the multiverse, and in every conversation it is revealed that Alex, who had chosen a new universe for himself some time ago, was the partner of the same Vanessa, who angrily divorced him after the death of her baby, but now she will never get that Alex back because she has created a new universe, had chosen the universe and also blew up its portal so that someone could go there. Now in anger, Vanessa starts trying to kill Vanessa, and to save herself, Vanessa kills him by throwing a stone on his head. She was very tired, so she came forward first. She goes to the coming universe whose house was similar to her universe, and she inside. First of all she takes a bath and then gets tired and goes to sleep, but now after waking up in the morning she finds that Alex is talking to her very nicely as if there is no problem between them, and from here Vanessa had thought that she will now stay in this uni, but she gets another surprise when her baby arrives at her house. The room was decorated, and now a child calls her mother, which means that finally in this universe their baby never died, and with this happy ending, this whole story ends here. So if you could go to the multiverse, then which universe would you go to where you would have what you always wanted, i.e. yours? What do you want? Do tell in the comments, and also subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thanks a lot for watching the full video. Bye.